Hello, everyone. I want to talk about not just effective organizations, but what I call good organizations. Nearly everyone works for someone else, and the more successful you become, the larger the organization becomes. Since organizations need fewer and fewer of better and better workers, so says Michael Hammer, creating and sustaining an effective organization is central to that success. It's also central to attaining and retaining the best employees that you possibly can. In that light, here are some components of what I feel would make an organization not just effective, not just successful, but also good. First is imagination. In other words, that organizations have created a place, an entity, that facilitates the generation and promotion of ideas throughout the organizations. I've long believed that the imagination of today becomes the reality of tomorrow. And if that's true, then if you can create an organization that could elicit the contributions of their employees to make something good, better, great, you have a great chance of the second aspect of a good organization, which is that imagination leads to a competitive advantage. And a competitive advantage is that one thing, that one aspect, whether it's quality or price or reputation or technique, that they do better than anybody else and that the public's willing to pay for it. So a competitive advantage could be the lowest price. It could be the best quality. But it is that one thing that you do that's different than other competitors. And you have a willing public that wants to buy it from you because of that. Competitive advantage. Third is the superstars. There used to be a statement that said employees are our greatest value, our greatest resource. They certainly are the greatest expense, but it's the superstar employees that are making the organizations great today. And when we talk about superstars in organizations, we're talking about that talent dedicated to the promotion of an organization, those that work actively, tirelessly to make sure that their organization is the best. Talent doesn't mean that you're born with something and you have to do something with it. It also means that you work as hard as you can and you become the best that you can in the field. Could be talent, could be hard work, could be a sense of genius in the way that you think of new and innovative products or services to offer the public. But it's those superstars that really make an organization the best that it can be. Fourth and fifth are what I call the Twin Towers of success. Fourth is that customers are the focus of everything that you do. In my business, the first thing I ask is that going to bring in new customers? Are people going to walk in the door? Because if they're not, that's not what we should be offering. So it's a product or service that you create that meets the customer's needs. Everything should be predicated on how it affects the customer or how it generates new customers. Fifth, the second part of the Twin Tower, is an obsession with quality. So that your product or service must always be better today than it was yesterday. And, most importantly, that you're working on something that's going to make it better tomorrow. It is constantly improving upon what you have so that when a customer buys a product or service from you, they can trust that it's going to work. And that leads us to the sixth aspect of what makes an organization not just effective, but good. And that's to do what's right. Effective organizations know that customers and employees want to be associated with people who treat them fairly and that can be trusted. When you buy a product or service, you're also buying the organization's reputation, a reputation where the organization constantly does the right thing and goes far to develop trust with those it does business with. These actions may not guarantee an effective organization, but I think that they go farthest and furthest to create a good organization. I hope you work for one. I also hope that you create one. Everybody enjoy the day.